Okay, students, you just
Good morning, sir.
good morning, good morning. One thing I would like to warn you, just don't make chatting with each other, okay? It just hampers the class. So when you to
Sir, you have muted yourself. Sir, your voice is not coming.
am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one thing just maintain, don't try to chat with students, okay? आपस में बात नहीं करिएगा. So I'm just
Okay, sir.
starting your class. Now see, do you have any problem in Euclid geometry? Yes, student. Do you have any problem in Euclid geometry? If not, I am starting the new chapter, that is lines and angles. Okay. This is chapter number 6. Lines and angles.
Chapter number 7.
This is chapter number 7.
No, sir, chapter
Yes,
number
sir.
6.
Chapter number 6. Okay.
So in my book,
The book you have, just to see the chapter is lines and angles. Don't worry about chapter number. Okay. So I want that you must have opened your NCERT book with you, and just starting with the term line. What is line? In the Euclid geometry, we have discussed about the points, na, and the
Sir,
collection of points are make lines. Yes, these are the collection points. So when all the points are collected, then it will make a line. Okay, and it may increase from both sides infinitely, endless. Understood? And to denote the endlessness of this line, we put an arrow mark at both the ends. Understand? So all these points that makes a straight line are called collinear points. What is collinear points? So these points means 3 or more points, 3 or more points through which a line can be passed. Okay, 3 or more lines through which a line can pass are called collinear points. Why we have taken 3 or more? Why not two points taken? Can you answer this question?
Sir, because if two lines were there, it will be non-collinear.
No. Two points are always collinears, because with two lines, straight lines can be passed necessarily. There is no problem. Okay. That's why it is taken three or more lines. When you take 2 points, a line will certainly be drawn passing through these 2 points. And through 2 points, one line can be passed only. When a line is not on the straight line, means non-collinear, then through these 3 points, a straight line cannot be drawn. If it cannot be drawn, then it will be non-collinear points. Okay. But if 3 points are there in such a way that a line can be drawn through all these 3 points, or more than 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, then all the points will be said as collinear points. Understanding? Or any confusion is there? Say yes or no. See, when you take 2 points only, a straight line will certainly be drawn. So 2 points are always said to be collinear. जब 2 points होते हैं तो हमेशा collinear ही होते हैं. इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी ना हुआ कि केवल 2 ही पॉइंट कोलिनियर हो सकता है. 2 से ज्यादा पॉइंट जब कोलिनियर होगा तो उसके लिए बस एक ही कंडीशन है कि उन सारे पॉइंट से होते हुए एक लाइन ड्रॉ किया जा सके, तब उन सारे पॉइंट्स को कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स कहते हैं. ठीक है? Understanding? Because if we have taken 3 points like that, or 3 or more points like that, this is a point, this is a point, this is a point, this is a point. So through all these 4 points, a straight line cannot be drawn. Yes or not? If these points are in such a position, then these 4 points are not collinear points, because a line when passing through these 4 points are not making a straight lines. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the definition of collinear points, and non-collinear points also can be defined like that. Non-collinear points means 3 or more points, 3 or more points through which a straight line cannot be passed. Cannot be passed. So if this connecting these 4 points, or more than 4 points, or more than 3 points, if a straight line is not formed, then the points are said to be non-collinear points. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is important to understand collinear and non-collinear points. When 3 points are there which are non-collinear, listen carefully. If 3 points are there which are non-collinear, it means by joining to a straight line can be formed. 2 पॉइंट तो हमेशा कोलिनियर होते हैं, तो उन दोनों पॉइंट को मिलाकर एक स्ट्रेट लाइन हम ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. Suppose this is also a point and this is a point. Through these two points, there is another straight line can be drawn, and these remaining 2 points, a straight line can be drawn also. So by using 3 non-collinear points, a triangle can be drawn. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the importance of non-collinear points also. Clear? By using non-collinear points also, we can draw various kinds of geometrical figures. And using that collinear points only, we can draw straight lines only. Okay? So to define a collinear point or the number of collinear points, you can say that all the points falling on a straight line, all the points lying on a straight line are called collinear points. You can say in this way also. Yes or not? You can define collinear points in 2 ways. First way is that the 3 or more points passing by through which a straight line can be passed. That is called collinear points. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And in another way, you can say all the points that lies on the straight line are called collinear points. Understood? जितने भी पॉइंट एक स्ट्रेट लाइन पर मिलेंगे, those all points will be termed as collinear points. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see, when we are talking about angles, now the next term is angles. I'm writing here angles. What is an angle? Can you define it? See, the basic concept of appearance of an angle is like that. Yes or not? This is the appearance of angle. And its measure is taken as degree. Yes. And written as x degree, y degree, 30 degree, 40 degree, and so on. Now,
Yes, sir.
so how can we define this angle? So you can see that making an angle, 2 rays are used. Suppose it is called O point, this is called A point, and this is called B point. Suppose you can give any letter for that point. So OA is one ray and OB is another ray, this ray. So how these are arranged? You can say that the ray OB is inclined on OA. OB ray OA ray के ऊपर झुका हुआ है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir. So when a ray is inclined on another ray at a common point, which is the common point here?
Oh,
O is the common
Yes,
point
sir.
of OA. So when one ray is inclined on another ray at a common point, then an angle forms. Yes. So in this way, one angle is formed. You can say like that also. This is also standing on another ray. Yes. Yes or not?
yes, sir.
This is also one of the inclination. Here you can see This is B point, O point, A point, and one angle is formed.
Sir, but in 90 degree angle, it is not inclined.
It is just standing, ना? मतलब ये झुका
Yes, sir.
हुआ ही है, but कैसे झुका हुआ है? एकदम vertically opposite, vertically upward. That is called standing position. Na?
Sir, you have given the definition inclined.
That is the inclination. If the inclination is vertically upward, then it is called perpendicularly inclined. Understood?
Yes, sir.
What is called perpendicular? Perpendicular means I'm not talking about the measurement of the angle. Okay, forget the 90 degree. The inclination of two rays which are vertically upward, then it is called perpendicular inclination. That's why it is called perpendicular, and the measure of perpendicular inclination is 90 degree. That is another thing. Understood? Inclination vertically upward is termed as perpendicular. Clear, Chandan?
Yes, sir.
Now see in this figure, the inclination is more than 90 degree, more than vertically upward. It is bending opposite to the 90 degree, means this is making an angle more than 90 degree. It is greater than 90 degree. And when the ray is inclined vertically, not, but horizontally opposite.
Horizontally.
This is also a kind of inclination. Horizontal opposite. Understood? Horizontally.
Yes, sir.
In opposite direction. Then this is another kind of one. So this makes 180 degree. What is made? This measurement of the angle is 180 degree, and it is called a straight angle. A straight angle. And what is that called? Greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree?
Obtuse
It
angle.
is called obtuse angle. What is this angle is called? Perpendicular angle. What is this called? Right angle.
Right.
Na? Right angle, and which is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called
Obtuse angle.
acute angle. And one more inclination you can find, that this is more than 180 degree.
Reflex angle.
This is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. And see one more thing, this is very important to understand. When two rays are there lying on each other, suppose this is point O, this is point A, and one more ray OB is just lying on that OA ray only. This is point B. This is called zero angle. What is called?
Zero angle.
Zero angle. Now, what is the concept of inclination? Na? Just try to understand. Like the arms of and the hands of two arms of the clock. Na? Minutes, hours clock and minutes clock. When one overlapping each other, the same condition appears. Okay. Now, just try to lift this OB ray in anti-clockwise direction. So what will happen? OB will be like that. OB will be like that. Yes or not? OB को धीरे धीरे ऊपर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज घुमाते हैं, OA को फिक्स रखते हैं. तो ये जो इंक्लाइनेशन बन रहा है वो किस डायरेक्शन में बन रहा है? एंटी क्लॉकवाइज ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So always remember that when the inclination is going anti-clockwise, then the measurement of angle is moving and increasing. Understood? This is also in this way, anti-clockwise. This is also in anti-clockwise. This is also in anti-clockwise. This reflex angle is also indicating starting from here and moving towards anti-clockwise direction. So here one arrow mark should be there. Understood? So this is called reflex angle. Reflex angle. And when, how can you show 360 degree? This is the line making 0 degree, and when revolving in anti-clockwise direction and again comes to overlap the first ray once again, so 360 degree. Yes or not? So
Yes,
to show 360 degree, to show 360 degree, you have to make like this and indicate it by a arrow mark here. Okay, this will called 360 degree. Otherwise what will happen if you show this one like this, just and one point A here and one point B here, O here, then what is? This is just a 0
degree.
angle. 0 degree. So getting the difference of indicating by the inclination of two rays by arrow mark, is it important or not?
Sir, if we represent by clockwise, then
The measurement of angle will be reduced. See here, when you represent point A here and point B here, okay, and marking like this, okay.
yes,
So you can suppose this is the 30 inclination, then you can write here minus 30 degree, and minus sign indicates the revolution of the ray in clockwise direction. Understanding?
sir, what?
Minus 30 degree inclination. If you are showing the inclination of a row in clockwise direction, then the measurement will be reduced. Suppose this is at 0 degree. This is the 0 degree line. Nah. Suppose this line
Yes, sir.
is 0 degree here. So, and here it is 30 degree, but in the opposite direction. Nah. So it is called
Yes, sir.
minus 30 degree. But we are not just writing minus. कभी देखा minus degree लिखा हुआ? अभी?
No, sir.
Then why we are not showing this minus 30 degree? Because of this movement in anti-clockwise direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you see this line as 0 degree, this line as 0 degree, and then the movement of the line is making anti-clockwise, then this angle only can be plus 30 degree. Understood? If this is the 0 degree line, this line is considered at 0 degree, and the movement of this row is going up in anti-clockwise direction, then this angle will be represented as plus 30 degree. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So this is the way of measuring angles. Understood? Any confusion? Any confusion?
Sir.
Okay, fine. Now we understood the types of different angles also. And when we set the common point, common point means the inclination of one ray on another ray at common point, then angle forms. Then what is called the common point? Common point is called vertex. What is called? Can you see this word?
The vertex.
It is called vertex. So where two lines meet with on a common point, suppose these two lines are meeting on this common point, so this point will be called vertex. Understanding? Now our next topic is the complementary angles and supplementary angles. See, complementary angles. See here, I am writing angles, not only angle. Means there will be more than one angle.
So there will be two angles.
Two angles. Okay. So when a right angle, suppose this is a right angle, and it gets divided into two different angles, like this. Understand? This is angle, this is angle, this is angle A degree, this is angle B degree, and A degree plus B degree is equal to
Is
how
equal
much?
to 90 degrees. 90 degrees.
90 degrees. Means when the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then both the angles are said to be complementary of each other. Understood? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how to get a complementary angle of a given angle? Suppose it is given that one angle is 15 degree, and you have to find the complementary angle of 15 degree. Okay. So some another angle will be there, suppose x degree. When it will be added with 15 degree, this will give us 90 degree. Yes or not? As angle A is the complementary angle of B, and B degree is the complementary angle of A. What does it mean? It means that when angle A and B will be added, we will get 90 degree.
Yes,
When
sir.
we ask that what is the measure of complementary angle of 15 degree, okay, how can we say that? So there will be a complementary angle here that will be added to 15 degree, then we get 90 degree. So what will be the value of x? 90 degree minus 15 degree. So it will give us 75 degree. So complementary angle of 50 degree is how much? 75 degree. And complementary angle of 75 degree is how much?
15 degree.
15 degree. Means complementary angles are all complementary to each other. दोनों एक दूसरे के complement. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today your presence are less. Now the next topic is supplementary angle. What is? Supplementary angles. When a straight angle means this is a straight angle measuring 180 degree. Yes. Straight angle. So when a straight angle is divided into two angles by a common arm of angles. Suppose this is x degree and this is y degree. So what will be the sum of x degree and y degree? X degree
180.
plus y degree will be equal to 180 degree. Yes. So when the
Yes,
sum of two, when sum of two adjacent angles, I have forgotten to say here the word adjacent. Here also in the complementary angle also, the adjacent two angles, okay, are 180 degree. The sum of two adjacent angles are 180 degree, or just you can say no problem. Sum of two angles are 180 degree. Then both the angles are said to be supplementary angles to each other. Understood? Suppose one angle is 100 degree. What is its supplementary angle? Supplementary angle of 100 degree is equal to how much?
8.
80 degree? Yes or not?
Yes,
Because
sir.
when you add 80 degree into 100, then we get 180 degree. And supplementary angle of 110 degree is how much?
100.
110 degree is given. One angle is given 110 degree. So what will be its supplementary angle so that sum of two will be 180?
70.
70 degree. Very good. And what is the supplementary of 70 degree?
110 degree.
110 degree. That is, can you say an angle which measures equal to its supplementary angle? एक ऐसा एंगल बता सकते हैं जो अपने सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल के बराबर होता है?
linear angle.
Yes, yes, yes.
Linear angle.
Linear angle means what? Linear angles means straight line. It's 180 degree. Linear means a straight line. Understand? So linear angle means a straight angle. So a straight angle is the complete sum. It cannot be equal to its supplementary angle. See, suppose one angle is given x. So 90 degree is not equal.
Yes, sir.
और दोनों ऐड करके देखो तो
180
180 हो.
degree.
So this 90 degree is equal to supplementary angle or not?
Yes, sir.
So how to find it? Let the given angle is x degree and its supplementary angle is equal, means again x degree, and both sums 180 degree. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
So it will be 2x equal to 180 degree and x will be equal to 180 divided by 2,
Two.
and this will give us 90.
90 degree.
Yes or no? So 90
Yes,
degree is such an angle which is equal to its supplementary angle. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now tell me one angle which is equal to the complementary angle.
45 degree.
45 degree. Very good. Means both angles are equal, means divided by 2, both will be equal. Nah. So
Yes,
just
sir.
divide it by 2, then you get the equal supplementary angles and equal complementary angles. So while taking equal complementary angle, just divide 90 degree into 2 equal parts. Or when you ask about 2 equal supplementary angle, just divide 180 degree into 2 parts, means 90 degree will you got. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And see, when straight line means linear line is divided into 2 parts, not equally necessary. Nah. So this angle will be the adjacent angles. Nah.
Yes,
So
sir.
if two adjacent angles sums 180 degree, suppose this is P degree, this is Q degree. So P degree plus Q degree will be equal to 180 degree. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So kind of angles are also called linear pair of angles. What is called?
Linear pair.
Linear pair of angles. Linear pair means एक straight angle का pair. Understanding? Pair means when it is divided into 2 equal parts, so it will be adjacent angles. Understood? So if 2 adjacent angles sums 180 degree, then both the angles will be called linear
Linear
pair of angles. This is very important term. It will be used further many times. Understand? Whenever you see a straight line is divided into 2 parts on a certain point making angles, then both the angles will be said as linear pair of angles. Understanding? So now I am
Yes.
going to give homework of exercise 6.1. Okay, of NCERT. 6 questions are there. You have to solve it. Understood? I will send the photocopy of that page as the homework. Understanding? Are you listening, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
This is your home. This is your homework to solve exercise 6.1.